Okay, good morning students. In previous class, we have discussed regarding the chapter cell, the unit of life, and there we have discussed regarding the definition of cell. Cell is the functional and fundamental unit of life. In the sense, it means we are aware about that the cell is the fundamental and functional unit of life in the sense whatever the organisms are formed or whatever the structure of organisms are having, those means that is all about from the cell. Okay, from the single cell only these are going means the organisms are going to grow. In the sense, all the different kinds of organs, tissues are going to form due to the from the cell only. So that's what we have studied regarding the cell, the unit of life. The cell is the fundamental and functional unit of life. We studied in today's class, or from the today's class, we are going to start discussing about the next chapter, that is the cell cycle and cell division. Okay, so there is one question: how the organisms are going to form from the one single cell, or from the single cell, right? From the cell, how the organisms are going to form and how they are going to build their body or morphological characters. These are all the things. These are going to start with the cell division. In the sense, the cell is going to divide itself and it is going to proliferate, or it is going to increase its number in the sense 1 to 2, 2 to 8, 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 64, 64 to more 1, 1 like that. It is going to start dividing and redividing, and further we are going to study some definitions like differentiation, dedifferentiation, redifferentiation, etc. In the sense that when the cell is going to start divide and redivide and it is going to start increasing its number, that time the specialized some specialized cells are going to form a tissue, then the tissue are going to organize and they are going to form organs, and then the whole organism is going to form. Okay, and in unicellular organism, a single cell is going to perform different kinds of means it act itself as a organism, and it is going to grow and it is going to reproduce, and there we are going to find the sexual reproduction. Then in the sense again there the cell is going to divide, right? And when we are going to discuss about the cell it is what the growth and reproduction. The growth and reproduction are the characteristics of cell. What is that? Growth and reproduction are the characteristic of cell. In the sense, cell represents growth and reproduction. Okay, in today's class, what we are going to discuss in the sense, we are going to discuss about the definition of cell cycle and cell division, how the cell is going to divide. First, we are going to start discussing with the cell cycle. What is mean by cell cycle? Cell cycle, it is defined as the series of events involving in a what? The series of events involving in a the series of events involving in a the series of events involving in a growth, replication and division. Growth, replication and division. The series of events involving in a growth, replication and division of a eukaryotic cell. Division of a eukaryotic cell is called as cell cycle. It is called as a cell cycle. Now, the cell cycle, in the sense, the series of events involving in a growth, replication and division of a eukaryotic cell is called as a cell cycle. In the sense, suppose this is the one cell, it is going to divide itself and it is going to form a two cells. From one cell to the division of two cells, whatever the events are going to take place, whatever the events or whatever the steps are going to take place, those all are involved in a growth, replication and division. First it has to grow, then it has to replicate, then it has to divide. So these all are what collectively called as a cell. Collectively that is defined as a cell cycle. Cell cycle is nothing but the series of events involving in growth, replication and division of a eukaryotic cell is called as a cell cycle. And normally in human cell divides, it takes from one cell to the another cell, division of one cell to the another cell, it takes 24 hours. And in yeast cell, yes, it takes 90 minutes. It takes 90 minutes to divide from one cell to the another cell. Understood? What I told you, human cell divides once in a 24 hours approximately, and yeast cell in a 90 minutes. Okay. So now, after the what cell cycle is nothing but the series of events involving in a growth, then replication and division of a eukaryotic cell is called as a cell cycle. Now we are going to start discussing about the cell division. The cell division or a division of a cell. Cell is divided into it involves cell cycle. The cell cycle, I told you, the series of events involving in a growth, replication and division. The cell cycle has two basic phases. Phases of cell cycle. Okay. What are the phases of cell cycle? I written on the board here. Phases of cell cycle. I drawn the diagram of what cell cycle, the graphical representation of cell cycle. I will show you. This is from here to here. This is all. This is interface. This is interface or I phase. And I written here small. This is M phase. Okay. In the sense I have to explain you regarding the phases of cell cycle. One is interphase, or this is I phase. And another one is M phase. Another one is M phase. Okay. In M phase, we are going to get prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. Cytokine. This is you used to see the book name available. M phase name number is mean prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. In case of mitosis, if we are going to go for the meiosis, that we are going to discuss in detail in a next classes. Okay. Now I told you the cell cycle in a human cell is going to divide, or it takes 24 hours for dividing, and I told you yes 90. In that, what is going to happen? Interphase it takes 95% to complete, and remaining M phase it takes 5%. In the cells, what I told you, the 95% of a cell cycle, whatever the cell cycle, this is the complete events. These are the complete events are going to take place from is to divide one cell to another cell, and the interphase is the largest phase, and it takes 95% of a time to complete. Right? This is about what phases of cell cycle. One is the interphase, another one is the M phase. Right? In interphase, or interphase is to take how much time? 95% of the cell. Okay, the duration of cell cycle activity varies from organism to organism. In the sense, duration of cell cycle. Duration of cell cycle is varies from organism to organism. In the sense, what I told you in human cell takes 24 hours and his cell takes the 90 minutes. That is different. In the sense, the duration of cell division, time taking for the cell division, it is differ from one organism to the other organism. Okay, this is about what? The phases of cell cycle. In phases of cell cycle, I told you about there are the two basic phases of cell cycle. One is the interphase, another one is the M phase. Now we are going to start discussing about what we are going to call that one as a right. The cell division is vary from one month. That is very important. The cell division is very important to the living organisms. Now, phases of cell cycle. In cell cycle, we have I told you the basic phases of cell cycles are of interphase. That is the first, and another one is M phase. Now we are going to start discussing about the interphase in detail. Interphase. In interphase, you are going to find here G0 phase, G1 phase, S phase, and G2 phase. The interphase again divided into interphase. It is again divided into how many phases? G1 phase, S phase, and G2 phase. And here the different kinds of activities are going to take place. That is we are going to remember. So in G1 phase of interphase, interphase okay, we are studying the phases of cell cycle. There are two phases of cell cycle. One is interphase and another one is M phase. Okay, this interphase now detailed study interphase again we are going to discuss the G1 phase, S phase, and G2 phase, and these all are very important. Because one last question: what are the activities take place in a G1 phase? What are the activities that take place in a S1 phase? What are the activities that take place in a G2 phase? Is separate or else explain the phases of cell cycle in the detail variable. Understood? So now G1 phase, here what is going to happen? Cell metabolically active and grow continuously here. Cell is metabolically active and grows continuously, but not DNA replication. Again. Okay, that is the first stage. Second, S phase, it is we are going to call as a synthetic phase. It's called a synthetic phase. Here, DNA synthesis, or what we are going to call it, DNA synthesis occurs, or proliferation of DNA. In the sense, suppose 2C of DNA, initial amount of DNA is denoted as initial amount of DNA is initial amount of DNA denoted as 2C, it is converted into 4C. Like this, the what we are going to call it as a increases. The amount of DNA is going to increase, but the number of chromosomes remains the same. What I told you, amount of DNA is increased, but chromosome number remains same. Chromosome number remains same. DNA synthesis or proliferation. Suppose the DNA amount of DNA denoted as 2C, that is going to phase. And if you are going to go for the G2 phase, what is going to happen in a G2 phase? The proteins are synthesized and separation of means here in G2 phase, protein synthesis and preparation for the M phase. M phase na preparation activity. So these are the different kinds of what the stages of interphase. In interphase, there is a G1 phase, S phase, and G2 phase. In G1 phase, what is going to happen? Cell is metabolically active and grows continuously In S phase, synthesis it is called as synthetic phase. DNA synthesis or proliferation of DNA. Here, the amount of DNA is going to increase, but the chromosome number remains the same. And G2 phase, here the protein synthesis. Protein synthesis will DNA replication will metabolically active. And G2 phase, protein synthesis and preparation for the M phase. Then from here, after interphase, the cell is going to enter into the M phase. The next stage is going to enter into the M phase. Understood? So interphase the more stages said Nana. What are those? G phase, G1 phase, G2 phase, and what we are going to call G1 phase, S phase, and G2 phase. Now, in M phase, what is going to happen in a M phase in the sense? First, in M phase, what is going to happen? This is the interphase, this complete. Now we are going to start discussing about the interphase, M phase. M phase, it starts with nuclear division. It starts with the nuclear division and it corresponds to the separation of daughter chromosomes. And it leads to separation of daughter chromosomes called as karyokinesis. It is called as a karyokinesis. In the sense, here karyokinesis is in the sense division of nucleus. And the M phase ends with cytokinesis. What I told you, M phase starts with the nuclear division and it leads to separation of daughter cells called as karyokinesis, and M phase ends with the cytokinesis. And cytokinesis is nothing but division of cytoplasm. That is what we are going to call it as a cytokinesis. This is about what? M phase. Now, one interesting thing we are going to discuss here, that is the quiescent stage. Quiescent stage. Quiescent stage. What is this quiescent stage in the sense? G0 stage. Here what is going to happen? I'll tell you. The cells, sometimes the cells from this G1 phase are not going to divide. Or what is going to happen? The cells that do not divide and exist G1 phase to enter into the inactive phase. The cells which are not going to divide in the G1 phase and they are not going to exist from the G1 phase, they are again enter into the G1 phase, and here they are not going to divide and re-divide, but they are metabolically active. In the sense, some cells which are not going to divide, which are not going to divide and exist from the G1 phase, they are entered into the G2 phase, and here they are metabolically active. They are metabolically active. They are metabolically active, but they are not going to proliferate. They are metabolically active, but they are not going to proliferate. And such stage we are going to call that one as a coefficient stage or a G0 stage. In this stage, the cells remain metabolically active. The cells remain metabolically active, but they are not going to proliferate. They are not going to proliferate. In the sense, as to right here, see what is the next and last stage. That is what we are going to call them as a quiescent stage. Quiescent stage or a G0 stage. Here what is going to happen? Cell that do not divide, cell that do not divide and exit G1 phase and enter into the exit G1 phase to enter into the inactive G0 phase. Inactive G0 phase. In this phase, cells remains metabolically active but do not proliferate. In the sense, divide. They are not going to divide. Do not divide. Understood? This is about what the cell cycle and cell division. Today we have discussed about the definition of cell cycle, phases of cell cycle, interphase and M phase. Then afterwards we are discussed about the phases of interphases, G1 phase, S phase, G2 phase, then M phase. It starts with the division of nucleus, karyokinesis, ends with the cytokinesis, quiescent stage, etc. Okay, I'll stop here and we'll continue next.